बहुत सारे लोग आ गए एकदम।
Very nice.
ओके, हेलो हेलो, सब कैसे हो? Just telling पहले से ही, we are talking. You guys can communicate with me through in the freelancing tips channel on this server. If you have any questions, you want to mention anything, any feedback, you can put it over there, and I can read it from there. Right? Before starting, I just want to know how many people are here have attended the previous session I took, which was basically an AMA, Ask Me Anything. Can you just type in a yes, maybe, if you were there in the previous one?
Well,
Also, is my voice clear? And I mean, there's no lag, right?
yeah, it's good.
Perfect. Nope, nope, yes, nope. Okay, no problem. So those of you who were not there, there is no issue because it was basically an Ask Me Anything. Probably my introduction, if some sorts. The session was about, you can ask me anything about Fiverr and Upwork, which are two freelancing platforms. Okay, good. uh, right. So in today's session, what we're going to do, we're starting a new series of some sorts. It's called Freelance Freedom. Because what we want is freedom, that is financial freedom, or freedom as in a time wise freedom, that we have freedom to do whatever we want to do, right? And that was my goal too, so I thought, why not give it this catchy name and get going from here. And our first episode, or our first session, is uh, how to get started with Fiverr the right way. Because Fiverr and Upwork also are two platforms where people always step their foot into, because that's what everyone recommends them to, that this is the first thing, or these are the platforms where you should be. But people don't get it, how to enter this space and how to uh, get started actually earning money from here. Because I get tons of DMs, and you guys all keep on telling me that I have been on Fiverr or Upwork for quite some time, but I haven't seen any sales, any success with it. I just want to do the generic stuff like cold outreach, LinkedIn, which is superb, by the way. But still, it's always good to have another source of income, which is these platforms, right? तो आज हम लोग इसके फाइवर के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, how to get started with Fiverr the right way. Okay, so people are here from the last one.
What do you do on Fiverr?
We'll get to it. We'll get to everything. I'm not currently there on Fiverr. I mean, I'm there, but I don't work that much over there because I started my own agency and I have other plans with my stuff. But I started off with Fiverr, right? So I'll quickly start my presentation. I've created a presentation for you guys, or we'll take it from there. Perfect. 1 minute. Acha, again, before starting, can I ask how many of you are aware of Fiverr and have tried freelancing over there? I mean, with trying, I mean, you've set up your own gig, and you've tried selling. It doesn't matter if you have made some income or not, but have you ever tried um, to get over there and create, sell something? Yes, me. Okay. Right, Rohan says yes. Rohan, Aryan, yes. Perfect. But now the second question is, have you seen, how many of you haven't performed well or think Fiverr is a waste kind of platform where you will see results in a lot of time and uh, you just can't perform over there? I've tried Upwork but haven't found suitable jobs. Nope, didn't try. Yes, me. Perfect, guys. Amazing. If you have or if you haven't tried, this is the starting point. The first step you take in today's presentation on how to get started with freelancing on Fiverr. Right? I've tried but then started seriously. No issues. Perfect. Yesterday I'm getting impressions but not clicks. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. I'll present my screen now and we'll get going with the presentation. Yeah, we have people. Good. Acha, is someone recording? Because people ask for recordings after the session. So if someone is recording or if someone can record, please do it. Let me just quickly ask Elson if he's joining. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Elson is coming or not, I don't know, but we'll start. Perfect. Present my screen. How do we present our screen? Share your screen, entire screen, share. Okay, is my screen visible? Is everything clear? Won't go into the. Is my screen okay? Stream currently has reduced video. Is my screen visible? अच्छा मैं देख लेता हूँ यहाँ पर. Freelance steps. Can you guys mention in the freelance tip? Yup. Is my screen visible? Is everything all right? Is my presentation visible? कुछ lag तो नहीं आ रहा?
नहीं, it's okay.
Perfect. शुरू करते हैं. ठीक है. Freelance freedom, catchy name, cute name. Episode 1, getting started with Fiverr the right way. ठीक है. What is today's agenda? It's one is introduction to Fiverr. Second is profile optimization. Third is niche research. Fourth is keyword research. We'll start off, getting you completely started with Fiverr in probably 3 or 4 episodes. क्योंकि थोड़ा time लगता है सब कुछ समझने में और सब कुछ implement करने में भी. So I'm thinking of doing weekly sessions where we go over each step and you get a week to implement that stuff, and then the next week we have new knowledge and then new implementation. Acha, going ahead, because I can't see if there's something which is just any one of you just unmute yourself and then you can tell it to me, right? ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं. So before going on to Fiverr, okay. Before going to what Fiverr is, why do you want to be on Fiverr, and how to go about doing Fiverr. For people who don't know, why should you, or people who don't have a reason to it, why should you start freelancing? Why should you actually go and sell your services or do projects for clients and stuff like that? I'll tell you the reason for me. The reason for me was, number one, to get some money. I am in college, and because working with these clients outside of India and in India as well, I could generate some income for me so that I didn't have to ask money from my parents. So that was the number one reason for me. But the number two reason, which I have come to this point, is because I get that freedom I want, right? I only work a half an hour or 1 hour every day, and I am able to generate a substantial income for me, which is good enough for a 20-year-old right now. And it has come to a point where I am actually free to do experiment certain stuff. Okay, whoever it is, can you please unmute yourself? Right. So these were the two factors, and if you're in college right now, you probably have your things that you have to build your portfolio, do certain stuff, do projects. Okay. And freelancing is the number one way you can go about it, because you can do multiple projects and you can gain industry level experience from these projects, and you can work with have an ad.
Charlie, can you please go to mute? There's a lot of noise. Yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much. Right. So these were a few reasons why I started freelancing, and I think then that's the reason I think college students or people in their 20s should really have their hands on freelancing once in their life and see if it's their cup of tea or not. Right. So here with that, let's start with Fiverr and what is Fiverr and why should you actually be on Fiverr?
One question. What was the driving point of this attitude? Like the money which you were getting, or the like you were enjoying that stuff?
Perfect. Good question. Very good question. Starting में पैसा था यार. मतलब starting में it was all about the money. Because it's a new kick, right? When you're in college, I was 19 when I started earning money. I'm 20 right now, and it was a very good kick that I am getting some money. I'm getting US dollars, and I don't have to ask for pocket money from my parents anymore. I can pay off my rent. I can do certain stuff. I can chill. I can do shopping without asking with them. But when you progress with time, you feel Abhi, I am not that old, but I kind of see where I'm going, and I see that that's more about the freedom I have, right? I only working 1 hour a day gives for 30 days, obviously gives me a monthly income of I won't tell the number, but it gives me a good number. And that, that's the whole drive for me, that I work less, earn more. And I have time do other stuff, experiment, try new things, learn new things, and chill out as well. So my goals have changed from earning money to having time to do other stuff, right? So I hope that answers your question.
Does everyone will have the same experience? I would say no. There would be much hurdles like that.
So I did have many hurdles. That's why I am at this point. I'll let you know in the presentation. Perfect.
Sure.
Done. Okay. So what is Fiverr and why you should be on Fiverr? Fiverr is basically a freelancing platform. It's more of a marketplace where sellers come with their services and buyers come with their needs, and they meet each other to solve problems, and the seller earns money of it and the buyer pays money, obviously. So why these platforms are essential and very good for newcomers or newbies is because intimidating, firstly, to do cold outreach, which is on LinkedIn or calls.
And go into a conference room or a chill zone and talk to people, get out of your shell. There is really smart people.
Can mute him? Right. Okay, perfect. So these platforms are so good because the buyer comes himself or themselves with their problem, and you have the solution, so you can do it then there. But with cold outreach, you have to reach out to the customer first.
Hello.
You have to pick your solution. You have
Hello,
to pick.
Divij. Hello.
Yes.
I cannot view your screen because it is maximum limit has been reached.
So if someone can stream my stream, that would be good. If someone can stream the stream, right? Which this happened with the Shubham
Okay,
Punj.
I'm recording with I'm recording it with OBS. So should I stream it to YouTube as well?
Marzi hai yaar.
I can do that if you guys want. So if you can't watch.
Can anyone else stream it so that anybody else
You can share the screen. You can share the screen. That's it.
कोई copyright issue तो नहीं आएगा ना?
नहीं सर, मेरा सारा कोई issue नहीं आया. Please stream the stream.
Can anybody else stream, please, because maximum has been attended.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when we are ready. Anyone can do it. And anyone please volunteer.
Who wants? Can it be on YouTube? Because actually I can do that on YouTube.
I think someone.
I'm streaming just like for the audio if it's audible.
It's loading. It's loading.
The stream deafen yourself.
Know if it's all right.
Divij, you continue like.
ठीक है sir. Okay, no problem. Great. But I want to make sure that everyone can watch what I'm. But it's the presentation is just for reference. It's more or less me talking. over एक reference point है मेरे खुद के लिए to be organized. So even if it's not visible, make sure you listen to what I'm saying, and we can go on from there. ठीक है?
Okay.
ठीक है. I'll perfect. Right. So again, freelancing platforms. Can someone mute the music guy, DJ? Right. So these freelancing platforms are necessary because they give you the opportunities which are very difficult to find. Cold outreach methods, because you got create a problem for the I won't say create, but make them problem aware, then pitch your solution as well. But when you are on these platforms, there are buyers who already have a problem, and you are the solution maker. You only have to pitch your solution to them, right? So that was about the freelancing platforms. But why Fiverr? Why Fiverr only? Number one, it has effortless lead generation, right? When you are in freelancing or you're in a agency type business, there's the number one thing you have to do is constantly generate leads for your business. Leads are people who may be interested in your service, right? How Fiverr helps you generate leads effortlessly is because you have your own gig setup, that service listed over there, right? Say you do in social media marketing, you have your social media marketing service listed over there, and buyers will automatically, not automatically, but buyers will find you on that platform, and they will on their own, right? So you don't have to go out and reach out to many people if they want your service. People will come to you on their own asking for your service. And this is a great way because it takes off a lot of burden of finding leads and not doing your actual job. This way you can only focus on what you do and what you're best at. Perfect. Number two, it's a one-time setup and it's ongoing profits. Fiverr is a platform where you set up your gig and your profile right. You can put it over there and do not touch it, and you can keep buyers coming in for a long time before touching it again, right? So एक बार setup करना है, it's a one-time shop. You set up your shop और वहां पर buyers आते रहेंगे, and you can gain profits out of it, right? Number three, why it's good? It's level-based hierarchy. Fiverr is a platform where you have certain high levels with sellers, right? So it's when you enter the platform, you are a new level seller, right? When you cross a certain threshold, you are a level 1 seller. The next is level 2 seller, and the final is top rated seller. So when you increase these ranks, your chances of getting more projects increases, and hence your revenue increases, right? So that's why these Fiverr is a great platform to be on. These are the 3 reasons for me. Again, I just listed all them. Okay. So this was about why you have to be on Fiverr. You have to be on Fiverr. Now let's dive deep into how to actually go about it. बहुत लोग को लगेगा कि ये बहुत बेसिक बातें बता रहा हूँ मैं अभी, इसके बाद के आगे थोड़े टाइम तक. But these are the points which people miss out in the beginning, thinking these are small things. But you need to make sure that these things are in place before you go on and sell your product or service, right? Your service, actually, not your product. ठीक है. First thing is your profile image, right? बहुत लोग ऐसी जैसे वो probably किसी मॉल में हो, दोस्तों के साथ हो, they click a picture and put it over there, and trust me, it's not a image, right? People want to associate with a professional human which is serious about his work, so your should actually depict that you're professional, you're welcoming, and you know what you're confident about your work, right? So 3 tips you need to keep in mind. First is you need to have a clear headshot of your image, right? Headshot is not your PUBG headshot. It's a clear picture of your face in front of the camera, and preferably remove the background. If not, it's okay. You should be slightly smiling, or you should have a welcoming experience. एकदम serious look लेके नहीं खड़ा हो जाना कि किसी की जान ले. Should be welcoming. You should be smiling. You should be welcoming. Again, I'm stressing the point again that you, right? And number 3 is नॉर्मल घर के कपड़ों में फोटो नहीं खिंचवानी. You have to have a professional, outfit over there. तुझे एक, for boys it should be, and girls also, shirt and coat and formal stuff, and you click a clear headshot. It makes a huge difference. क्योंकि बहुत लोग, अगर तुम, when you go on to Fiverr after this session, you can see लोगों की profile images कैसी है. But when they see a profile image which is welcoming, it clearly makes a difference. Again, this is an example. And this is a smiling image. बहुत शक्ल is not good, but कोई बात नहीं. Let's go on. Okay, description, right? So description में, this is your profile description, right? When you create your profile on Fiverr, you have an option to have your description, right? Okay, your profile, who you are actually, about you. So what people do wrong is when they write their description, they go on about me. They go on things like I love horse riding and stuff like that, which is about you again, but it is irrelevant to the audience, right? So 3 tips you need to keep in mind while you're writing your description is have your target audience in mind, right? For any marketer over here, your target audience is maybe a founder who's looking for marketing solution, and you should have their pain points in mind. What are their pain points? Again, for a movie that their business is not growing, their revenue is not improving, their leads are not converting into sales, right? So you have to have this in mind while writing. Number 2 is use your target keywords. We'll get to this point at the end of the PPT when we come to the keyword research section, but you have to use your target keywords in your description. Third is add a call to action, right? You need to, what is a call to action for non-marketers over here? Call to action is which you tell your audience to do after they have read it. So probably when they read at the end of the session, contact me now to get started. This is a call to action. You're calling them to do action, right? This is an example. This is my description actually on Fiverr. We'll just go over and tell you what I've done and why I've done it. Hi, my name is Divij. The thing I've always hated is that most founders shutting down their amazing product service just because of bad marketing. I help founders and CEOs exponentially grow. My team and I have helped hundreds of businesses to grow online, and we would love to do the same for you. Let's have a chat. Thoda witty hai aage. Unlike your crush, I reply almost instantly.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, please go on. Echoing. Okay, it's probably because of someone's mic is unmute in the chat. Can you please figure it out? I can see it 1 second.
It's not the mic. You must be on the second stream where you'll need to mute this stream. And just
so do I have to do it or do just jump in?
Just select me and reduce the volume. If I deafen myself, I won't be able to hear the audio. So just right click on me and reduce the audio. Yeah. So whoever is watching has to do it.
I muted yourself, so I muted you. What do you have to do? What do I have to do?
So whosoever is facing an echo, just right click on me and mute me. Whosoever is facing the echo, like who is watching my stream, has to do it.
Okay, perfect. Fair enough. Okay. Right. So this was my description, and again, this is my name. This is my target audience in my mind. These are the problems they face, and this is my call to action. Let's have a chat. Unlike your crush, I reply almost instantly. This is a witty kind of description, unlike your crush, but it works a lot of time. Perfect. Third thing is something very relevant in Fiverr. In Fiverr, when you go on and set up your own profile, you'll have an area where you have to input your skills, and you can also apply for certain tests, right? Right. So a quick tip is when you input your skill. For example, you're a graphic designer. You input Photoshop, you input Illustrator. Mention it. You'll have certain levels where they ask you which level are you, beginner, intermediate, expert. Write down expert even if you're a beginner. This is my experience-based tip, right? And another tip is when you have certain tests, right? Again, if you're a graphic designer, you'll have a test about design. If you're a social media marketer, you'll have a test about social media. Do give those tests, because fitness will increase your rankings and it will help you gain more customers, right? So your shot should be as complete as possible and as thorough as possible. जो वो बोल रहे हैं भरने के लिए, even if it's your connection to Twitter, connection to Facebook, do fill it. It helps you in a profile completion rate, and at the end of the day, it helps you rank more and get more buyers. So this was just pre-setting up your service that you know is in the right place. So the buyers are welcomed, I would say, कि तुम्हें देख के कि you are the right person to do the job. ठीक है? Okay, next screen. Okay. And the most important thing in today's session is niche research. It's the holy grail. Yes, this is probably where everyone falls apart, because they don't find a niche for themselves, right? So before going on to how to do niche research, that's for people who don't know, what is a niche, right? A niche is basically your category. I'll give you it through a very quick example. It's, for example, if you are a video editor, right? Editor is your job. But if you go into specific category like YouTube video editing or vlog video editing or something wedding video editing, so these are your niches. You're going into a subcategory of your job, right? And you have to be in a subcategory because the main categories like video editing are so you cannot succeed or have early success over there. So you need to start small with a small category, which is your niche, and go on broad when you gain a lot of credibility on that platform, right? And this is a niche, and how to find the right niche. We'll come to it when we talk about the keywords, which is just the next slide. And I wanted to keep this session short because I want to keep the sessions actionable as well, because I'm giving you a week's time to take these information so that next week we have new stuff to learn, right? How to find the right niche we'll cover after we do the keyword research part. Keyword research is where everyone messes up badly, big time. They mess up big time. For anyone who knows search engine optimization and marketing, it's very beneficial for you because you probably know what we're talking about. But don't know SEO is what are keywords? Just a minute, let me drink a sip of water. Keywords hote kya hai? Keywords are something what the user types in the search. And if I'm a buyer, मेरा YouTube channel है, and I am looking for a video editor to edit my videos because I don't do it. I'll go on to Fiverr. I'll have the search bar on. I'll write YouTube video editor. So that YouTube video editor, what I searched is the keyword, right? And people don't care about that. I mean, people, बेवकूफ लोग, they don't care about that because they haven't thought about it. They just follow the norm that I'm a video editor, I'll write video editor, and they don't think about it. So here's where your advantage comes in, that you know your keywords or what the buyer will search, you can rank for it, right? And how to find the right keywords. Now we'll dive into the live case study right now. I'll open Fiverr on incognito. I already had it. So for people who knew, this is Fiverr. And again, this is the search bar we were talking about. Buyers come, they search anything you can imagine. Like I need a web developer. I'll find developers who will offer their service, right? On the first page, that he has a.
Hello.
I will create and design a simple landing page for your business in WordPress. Yes, hello. Go on.
Actually, it's once there's Max. Can anyone share? Because we can't see.
Someone was sharing actually.
Yes, he stopped sharing. Can anyone who's able to access this?
I've shared again. My screen sharing just stopped.
Cool.
By the way, hi Abhinav, how are you, man? Thanks for joining in.
Is it visible now?
Okay, he went. Cool. Probably. Can you guys tell if the second stream is visible?
It's visible, dude.
Perfect. Okay, I'll start off again. Right. So this is Fiverr. For people who don't know, here any will come in and what need they have, whatever service they want, they can just. Can someone please stop this echo? Okay, perfect. They can type in the keyword, a search query, and they'll find that guy. I want a web developer. I have tons of web developers who are ready to do WordPress, Shopify, PHP, and stuff like that. And whatever according to my need, I'll click on that guy, and I can straight up buy from here or stuff like that, right? And this is the checkout process, and it's more like you're buying a product because it's a straight process. You just click on it and you do an order. But that order is of a service which is already listed over here. What the service consists of, SEO setup, speed, and stuff like that. If I want graphic design, I have tons of graphic designers, right? Graphic designers, people are ready to brochure design, stuff like that. So as a buyer, I would come over here. I would see that this package does meet. I like it and the price is affordable. I'll go continue and I'll place the order right here and I'll submit my requirements, and then the seller can do. But if I'm not satisfied with the package, I can always contact the seller, and I have to log into and ask and chat with them more details about the job. Right. So this is about the interface of Fiverr and how over here, how people search and how people find certain services, buy it with certain packages. We'll come to all of this in the second session. This is not for today's session because this is a whole different game, setting up your gig, which I'll take one whole session on. But today I want you guys to understand the basics of keyword research. Niche research and keyword research. So what I talked about, that say I'm a video editor. I'm Divij. I'm a video editor. I have learned this skill, video editing, and I want to do video editing for certain clients. So I think if I search video editor, I see there are 27,000 services available for this job. Right? अब मैं एक नया बंदा हूँ और यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी लोग के 114 रिव्यू है, 800 रिव्यू है, 5 स्टार है. Why would anyone buy from me when they're already having people who are, so credible and charging cheap rates? So why would they buy from me? The answer is that you have to create your own niche, and people will buy from people who are more relevant to their search query, right? If I'll give you an example, if I'm a YouTuber, I want my YouTube video edited. If I see a gig where a person has written video editing and the other person has written YouTube video editing, the YouTube video editing because it's more relevant description, right? So again, I'll give you an example. So say I'm a vlogger, I'll say vlog video editor. From 27,000 services available, it drills down to 6,500 services. So it's much more easier for me this time as a vlog video editor to rank over here and show my services, right? ऐसा होगा कि तुम्हारा your target audience will decrease. Your target audience will decrease from all sort of people to only vloggers, but you will be hyper personalized and hyper relevant to that search query. Making sense till now? Just let me know once in the Freelancing Tips channel कि सब समझ आ रहा है. I mean, is it going right? Is it normal? Can anyone please give some feedback?
Yes, David, it's going good.
Oh, hi Sumit. Amazing, dude. Can you explain market research? Market research. Perfect. मैं end में questions ले लूंगा एक बार, ठीक है? we have time for Q&A. This session was meant to be short. ठीक है, cool. Go on. ठीक है. Keyword research right now. Right. So we see that this niche, that niche is vlog video editing, has less services, right? We want to aim at things, at keywords which have more services and less competition, right? And this is the concept of search engine optimization, that search query should have more people searching for it and less people competing for it. So how do we find that? The services available, this indicates the search volume. Not exactly, but you can find an average thing, right? For every keyword you search, you will find a search number of services available, right? The YouTube video editor, they will have around 34,000 services available, right? For this particular keyword, they had 34,000 services available. ऐसे कीवर्ड्स पकड़ने हैं इसकी सर्च सर्विसेज ज्यादा हो पर उनका कंपटीशन कम हो. नाउ वी नो हाउ टू सी कि सर्विसेज कहां से देखते हैं, बट हाउ डू वी दैट कंपटीशन इज हाई और नॉट. आई टेल यू कूल ट्रिक, ज्यादा लोग को नहीं पता होता. टू चेक द कंपटीशन if you can rank on the first page, because ideally we want to be on the first page, right? If any buyer sees some services, they'll go over here, click and purchase and talk to them. Go into the 10th page and probably see the 5th guy from there where you are probably right now and buy from you, because again, no one wants to go after ahead of the first page, right? So how do we get on the first page? Our main motive should be to get on the first page. Again, my first page search karta hu, we get on the first page, right? So what we do is, when we find certain keywords which resonate to our niche, we look into other competitors who are ranking on the first page, right? We see that this guy is ranking, this guy is ranking, this guy has 157 reviews, this guy has 478 reviews, this girl has 1 review, right? This has 196 reviews. And we compare it to ourselves. हम कौन है? हम एक नए seller है. We don't have any we don't have any credibility on this platform. So we don't have any level status, right? You can see this is a top rated seller, level 1, level 2 seller, and this is a new seller, new level seller. So what I see is यहाँ पर we can see some new level sellers which have only 2 reviews and they're ranking on the first page, right? There are only 2 reviews, and this girl also has only 1 review, and she's ranking on the first page. She has no level status. He has no level status. They're ranking on the first page. तो मतलब 34,000 बहुत ज्यादा होता है, जिसको कंपैरिजन में नहीं बताओ, बहुत ज्यादा होता है सर्विसेज. Again, this guy over here, he has only 3 reviews, new level seller. He's ranking on the first page. This guy who doesn't even have a 5-star review total में, and 4 reviews, and he's ranking on the first page. So from this is that this keyword has less competition because people with less reviews are ranking on it. People with less lower status level hierarchy, which is a new level seller, are ranking on this. And the keyword search volume 34,000 is also very high. So this keyword might be it for me. So when I create my video, even if I'm a video editor, I'll drill down a niche, which is YouTube video editing. I'll be specific to YouTube video because people are searching for it. There are services available for it, and it is low competition. अगर vlog का भी देख लेते हैं एक बार, vlog video editor. See, यहाँ पर you see review वाले लोग हैं. This guy is 2, but essentially what we see is the first 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and we see कि यहाँ पर जो ये rank कर रहे हैं हम, again I see these are new level sellers and 1 review, 3 review. It is easy to rank over here if we get if we have the right keywords placed in our title, we'll get to that section later. But if we optimize our gig properly, we can rank here as a new level seller who doesn't have much experience with Fiverr, right? I mean, देख रहा था थोड़ा time पहले इस बंदे का. Right, and again, if I search video editor, again I'll probably go into video translation, video editing. Perfect. So यहाँ पर we see that the competition is huge, right? The competition is huge. If I go on the first service, I see कम services की दिखा रहा है इतनी है. That's weird. That's weird. थोड़ा टाइम पहले 37,000 दिखा रहा था. Probably कोई. Oh, okay, I have to log in to check the real number. Sorry. You have to log in to check the real number of services over here. You can check it once. It's probably 40,000 or plus over here. And we can see that the first page is filled with people with reviews and even seller status, level 1 seller, level 1 seller, top rated, level 2 seller. And if we compare it to ourselves, we see hum new level seller hai, and we don't have any rating. So it's very hard or probably impossible for us to rank on the first page for this keyword. So we go for another keyword. We drill down to a specific niche, right? If this is this making sense? Because this is very important to understand. Guys, can you just probably yes? Can you type yes if it's making sense that we need to pick for more services available. We need to, that number should be high for services available and the competition should be low. Yes, is it making sense? People who don't understand marketing, is this making sense? Because people who know SEO and things like that, it should make sense, right? What is level 2 seller? There's a level hierarchy in Fiverr where we have various levels based on certain thresholds we cross. So it starts from new level, then level 1, then level 2, then top rated, then yeah, that's it. Perfect. ठीक है, समझ आ रहा है. Great. We have people. Perfect. Okay. ठीक है. So again, another example would be that you do social media marketing. You're a marketer. You do social media marketing, and you search social media. Okay, they have a section probably for it. Social media marketing, right? We go again. This number is wrong because now, but I see the top page is this is 1,000 plus reviews. You nowhere you can compete with them, right? And this is another thing you will notice that views will be less. Their status would be high, right? There will be level 1, level 2 seller. So they have the privilege to rank on the first page. But if you're a new level seller and you have less ratings, it is very difficult for you to rank on such pages where they're already ranking, right? 132 review, 63 review, these reviews, it's high, right? It's high. You can't compete with social media marketing. But if you go on a different tangent, right? You say, ठीक है, social media नहीं, social media में Instagram आता है, Facebook आता है. Why not we compete with something else? We say, let's say Twitter marketing. Number 600 services available hai. And yeah, easy. Again, we see over here, this guy. But again, this number might be wrong, might be right, because I haven't logged in yet. I have to log in to check the real number. But to get the gist of it, right? You have to see more services. अगर यहाँ पर probably 100 होती है, 60-70 service होती, probably this keyword is probably not worth. Another thing. Okay, someone speaking anything? Perfect. So we see this guy has no reviews, he has no level status, and still he's ranking on the first page. Why? Because there's no competition over here. Again, this guy, 6 reviews, and this guy. These people are ranking on the first page without any reviews. So this keyword is low competition, right? And we need to ideally find a service which is, I would say, 1,000 to 5,000. The range should be 1,000 to 5,000, and it should have low competition that you can also rank over there. So be Twitter management. Yeah, so you have to test out various keywords which your target audience might search on the search bar. They might search Twitter account handling. They can type anything. You have to search for all those queries they might possibly type and check of how how many competitors are there. Are there any new level sellers? What are they doing? What are they? See this guy with no reviews and again no level status. He's on the first page. So can you be with the right optimization of your gig? And buyers will find you this how. So the mistake what people do is, वो करते क्या है यार? They go with the trend कि मैं वीडियो एडिटर हूँ तो मैं वीडियो एडिटिंग की गिग बना सकता हूँ. Think deeper than that. अगर मैं again some designer की मतलब tell me some niche keywords for web design. क्यों web design लिखना है तुम्हें? Search WordPress design, search Webflow. Probably these things have less they have specific search queries, but they might have Webflow. 697. Probably this number is wrong right now, but you can see. Now, यहाँ पे ये this guy is over here. You can come over here. This is level 2. Keyword is tough, right? Okay. Probably you can rank over here. There are some people who are ranking, some people who are not, and I think this is a tough one, right? So you can search something else like Webflow, web design. Okay, wrong spelling, but कोई बात नहीं. So again, you see this guy is ranking number 1, where he doesn't have any level status, but he also doesn't have any reviews, and still he's ranking number 1. Right? Q, because there's low content, right? And the search query is very relevant because they know what they want. They want Webflow and they want web design, right? So again, what the general trend would do, they'll try to rank for some web design. It's tough, dude. You can see it right here. It's tough. You can't rank in between people who have 200 reviews. Again, so whoever asked this question, I'll just see. Okay, Ashwin. So probably you don't want to rank web design. You want to rank something like Elementor or WordPress or something like that, right? You get the point, right? So be creative with your approach. Think what will actually. अगर मैं एक e-commerce मेरी agency बन रही है, I'll think clients will type Shopify development rather than web development, right? They'll search WooCommerce development more than web development, right? So I'll rank keywords because people are not thinking about it and clients are searching for it. तब समझ रहे हो ना कि right, perfect. So you're understanding this, right? Ki people are not ranking for something which your buyers are searching for. See, where buyers, your other competitors are not, right? Again, I think this was it. This is one of my previous profile, right? This was I was ranking in between the 72 guys. This guy with only 9 reviews. This is a social media manager keyword. This was the early days. Sirf 9 reviews pe I was ranking on the top page, first row, first column. Perfect.
Does the rated sellers get a gig every day? Means the top rated sellers, they get gig every hours or so?
Come to the questions right now, and yeah, let me stop sharing. Perfect. This is Q&A time. If you guys have any questions related to the presentation or any questions related to what I said today, please let me know. Please type in the freelancing tips channel because probably you have a lot of questions with this.
One question is like that. Does the seller get the gigs every day, every hours or so?
Yes, people do. Like, for example, it totally depends on the keyword you're ranking for, keywords you're ranking for rather, right? If you're ranking for some keyword with a high search volume, right? For example, we saw that YouTube video editor pay, there are 35,000 services available and you're ranking for that. So many people will contact you every day and many people will buy from you every day. And these high volume keywords, people do buy from you every day, 2, 3 even. 2-3 एक दिन में बहुत बोर होते हैं. Right, hope that answers your question. How okay, this is an answer. Exactly, Sumit puts a very good answer to the question, how will you select a niche for web design? You can make the target as niche as well instead of platform. For example, I'll make a website for your restaurant. What to keep in mind for creating gigs again. So guys, for creating gigs, I am taking another session which is next week because we have to cover it properly so that once your profile is right, you've done your research, then you can optimize your gig properly. ऐसे मेरा answer एक बार में देने से I won't be able to cover everything. I'll create a separate deck for it. Okay, we have. Oh, sorry, I missed a question. What if I can do multiple things? Should I change my keywords often for different services? Right. If you do, if what if I if you mean you do give different services, as in probably you give web design and video editing, you can create separate gigs for each, and you can rank for separate keywords for each. Okay. Arya Kri's question. Wait, so we need just one keywords for our target audience. Example: resume writing for content writing. Yes, and you know as well, right? You should have one main keyword you're aiming for, and you should also have one or two secondary keywords which you would like to rank for. So again, I'll give this example again. If you're ranking for YouTube video editor, you can probably also include vlog video editing in your description so that you might rank for that as well, because YouTube and blogs are very correlated. Right? Hope that answers the question. How scaled do you have to be? Can you start if you're a beginner and get better on the way, or till you get better? Perfect. Very good question, Hedy, man. I started off with no knowledge of any skill. In Varun's book, Pajama Profits, he also mentions that if you don't know any skill and the project comes up, take on the project and learn the skill along the road, right? So probably if you video editing example, so if the client asks you if you know Premiere Pro, you will say, yes, I know, and you'll figure it out on the way, right? The keywords are for gigs or for the profile. They are for both, primarily for the gigs, right? Any website that recommends that is recommended to choose keywords? No, you should do it manually, according to me. You should manually search for certain keywords that your target audience might search for, and then check if it is high volume and low competition. You guys understand, right? High volume, low competition. More services available and less competition over there. So related keywords, correct, related keywords. Should you work for free when you start out to get good reviews and start charging? You can't work for free on Fiverr. You have to charge a minimum of $5. That's why it's called Fiverr, right? What after we get a gig? How to talk and charge to a client? This is going to be covered in the next few sessions. The next session probably, that how to complete the project on time, how to talk to the client, how to avoid negative reviews, how to get good ones, and how to build trust with them and get more clients in the future. Will a freelancer be paid if the project doesn't satisfy his client? It totally depends on the situation over there. If you truly feel that you can't complete the work, you can cancel the order, and buyer gets the money back. And if you feel that the client is bothered and it's the wrong from the client's end, you can keep the money. I won't say you can keep the money, but you can open a dispute or something like that. We have a separate session planned for that. Not a whole session, but I have things planned for that. How to show your experience? All right, thanks. How important is a good portfolio? Also, do I need an agency website if I'm primarily targeting web development? A good portfolio is very, very important, but it doesn't. You just need a project or two in the beginning to showcase in front of your clients, because what they want is certainty. Your future client wants certainty that they're putting their money in the right hands, and you know what you're trying to do, right? And you don't need an agency website. You don't need to create a website to specifically be on Fiverr. How to show our experience on Fiverr? Can we attach a portfolio of projects we have worked off? Perfect. You can do, but you can't do it directly on Fiverr. You can probably make a separate landing page for it and link it in your gig description. So yeah, this is how you can show your experience, and you can probably write it down, mention it over here, mention your education, mention your skills, mention your certifications, things like that. Perfect, Shekhar. Thank you. If I have a gig, will changing its title after 3 months will re-push it on ranking? Tricky question. I'll tell you why. It totally depends on what keyword you're aiming for, right? And sometimes changing your title may vanish your gig. this has happened with me several times, that changing my title for the gig has vanished it. But yeah, you should probably test new things out every now and then to find what's best for you. Right? Why Fiverr? I mean, why not cold calling or direct DMs? Again, you should do everything essentially, because as a freelancer, one thing we all are afraid of is uncertainty of where the next paycheck is coming from, right? कि यार इस महीने तो project आ गया, अगले महीने आएगा ही नहीं आएगा, ठीक है? And to tackle that, the only solution is diversification. You have to diversify your income streams. Fiverr, Upwork, cold call, cold email, cold DM, Instagram outreach, LinkedIn outreach, Twitter outreach. तो तुम अगर 7-8 channels बना लोगे ऐसे जहाँ से तुम्हें पैसा आ सकता है, you won't feel that uncertainty in your life that हाँ मैं आवारा हूँ types, right? Sorry. Is it true that Fiverr algorithm changes how you rank on the pages no matter your ranking? Again, let me read the question. Is it true that Fiverr algorithm changes how you rank on the pages no matter your ranking? Yes. Fiverr, because Fiverr is a platform which promotes new sellers. Because again, they want money and they want more retention. So they promote new sellers, and with that process, probably top rated or big sellers might decrease, their ranking might decrease. Can we do multiple skills? Yes, you can do multiple skills. You have option of creating 7 gigs with a new level profile. So you can essentially have 7 skills to showcase or do work for, right? Which medium we use for transaction? So when someone purchases your gig, the money is kept with Fiverr until the duration you deliver the work. So it's middleman wali baat hai ki they hold the money jab tak the work has been done, and when they complete it, they give it to you, and then you can transfer it to your bank account via PayPal or Payoneer. Right? I again go for Payoneer, not PayPal. Transaction charges zyada hote hain PayPal pe. Can we get references on Fiverr by our previous client? Yes, definitely. You can always. You should do this practice because, as I mentioned in my previous session as well, starting May, you don't have to hunt for money. You have to hunt for reviews. So even if Fiverr is cutting 20% commission on your work, try to get that client through Fiverr so that you get a review on that platform, because from those reviews you see what is happening. You can rank on keywords such as video editor, which are high volume. Millions of people are on Fiverr searching for services, and they will find you every day. They will place 2 or 3 orders a day, not a particular client, but you will get 2 or 3 orders a day. So hunt for reviews, not for money in the beginning, and try to get most of the clients through these freelancing platforms, either be Fiverr or Upwork. Right. Where were we? Sorry. Do both. Yeah, do both. Exactly. Do everything. How does a marketing professional show his portfolio? It's actually it's a post on my Instagram. You can search devij.rakhra and you can see what the fuck does a marketing portfolio look like, and you'll find the thing, right? Rising talent badge. There's no particular rising talent badge in Fiverr, but they do show a rising talent section. They have one whole row dedicated on the first page of most popular keywords to promote new sellers, right? They don't have a particular badge for it, but I would say it's probably it's not that relevant. I would say rising talent badge is more relevant to Upwork. Yeah, Shivaya says don't change the title, create a new gig instead. Yeah, new gig. Should I create multiple gigs for one service, web design, to get more reach or higher chances? Yes, definitely. But they shouldn't be actually the same, right? They should be separate. So probably Webflow and Elementor. So these are both web design, but they're different niches, correct? Is it true that Fiverr algorithm changes how you rank on pages no matter what you're ranking, as in level 1 or level 2? I am sorry, I didn't get your question. I'm sorry. Can you rephrase it, please? How long the rankings get refreshed in Fiverr? How long? I'm sorry, I don't understand this question as well. They probably keep re-indexing your gig. That means if you create your gig, it can start ranking the next day or 2 days after it. Right? Probably this answers your question.
Probably the question would be like that: if a gig is in the first page right now, so will it be there till the 2 more days, 3 more days?
Perfect. It will be. It will be. It will be. It will be. It will be there. It will definitely be there. It will probably change rows, right? You saw there were multiple rows. It will probably change rows, but most likely, if nothing changes, it will be on the first page. Right. What about the 20% cut that Fiverr takes? Is it worth it? Absolutely worth it. I'm दिल में बहुत लगता है वो अलग बात है, but it is absolutely worth it because it is getting you clients for free. It is getting you leads for free. मतलब सब कुछ तुम्हें मिल रहा है तुम्हारे हाथ में, तुम्हें बस अपना काम करना है. And it's on scale, right? People are coming to you every day asking for your services without you going out. So again, definitely 20% cut that Fiverr takes. It is worth it. Can you please describe the way of money transaction? So as I presented in my screen, I had to purchase the gig and then I had to pay it through my PayPal or credit card. So again, some buyer would come and pay it through with PayPal and credit card. That money would come to Fiverr's account, and not account, but Fiverr will hold it until you complete your service, you complete your delivery. Once you complete the delivery, they will discharge the money to you with after taking that 20% commission. Okay, and you get that money from Fiverr to your bank account via two mediums. Either medium you can choose opt-in for. Number one is PayPal. Number two is Payoneer. I prefer Payoneer. Consider it as fees for your sales rep. Perfect. That's a good analogy. TBH, it sucks. It does. How to know how much your clients expect from you? This is one of the things which most people suffer with, that they don't ask for their expectations beforehand, right? You need to set expectations for the project even before getting money from them, right? तुम्हें बताना पड़ेगा कि this is the scope of the project. This and this will charge extra money if you ask for it. Now, this is very the case with designers. They keep asking for revisions. They keep asking for iterations. And designers, gadho ki tarah wo revision karte bhi rehte hain. I mean, not gadho ki tarah, but they should charge for it because you should have a set number of revisions you'll do for free, and then you should charge for it because it keeps the client ke dimag mein bhi aa jayega na, that after these 5 revisions are done, I have to pay for it. So I need to get all the revisions ek baar mein. How to ask politely for reviews to clients? This is a good question. I'll probably send you a template, right? DM me after this session, right? I'll send you a template of what I do. My question: how long does the ranking get refreshed in Fiverr? I probably answered that question on voice. Your ranking will be there until you probably get a very negative rating, or you have an order cancellation rate of below something. And if you don't do anything, I mean, if nothing happens, it will stay there forever. But you should not forever, right? It will stay there for at least a month, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And the more you get positive reviews, you keep getting the good, goodwill or good. I mean, good. I mean, I'm losing words right now. But the more better reviews you have, the more likely you'll rank, and the more long you'll rank, right? I'm sorry for stumbling so much. But don't have the same. Okay. If I have certain clients who order in mass quantities outside Fiverr, I can give them a discount and reroute them to Fiverr for a discount for getting reviews here. Does mass quantity buying from a single buyer increase the rankings? Very good question. What Prakhar is asking is, तुम एक client को बोल दो कि एक client multiple times तुम्हारी gig ले ले. It does work. It does work. If you ask probably ask don't do it like it becomes very obvious to other clients that you've done something like this. If you go on a gig and you see that 7 or 10 reviews are from the same person, it people get a little skeptical about that stuff. Do it 2 or 3 times. 3 reviews are from the same buyer, and the end goal is that you're getting good ratings. Either it is from a single person, in the same person, or different people. Because if it's from the same person, think it from that perspective, that client is coming back to buy from you, right? They're coming back and they're buying from you. So Fiverr will think this as a signal that this guy has some very good offering that people keep coming back to buy from them, right? Perfect. Is there a chance of getting scammed on Fiverr? Definitely, man. There's a chance of getting scammed everywhere. You find certain clients that'll सारा काम करवा लेंगे और फिर वो बोलेंगे कि अच्छा नहीं है and I want a refund. And we'll get to this section later, but I'll tell you beforehand, it is important to save your ratings before your rating should be like तुम्हारा सबसे precious खजाना type का. You should not let anyone let you negative rating तुम्हें चाहिए. You can't afford it, right? So when we cancel an order, the buyer doesn't get the permission to review the thing. So you get that rating saved. So again, I know this is messed up, right? You have to probably not get paid for what you do, but this is like 1% of the times. People are very good on Fiverr. They do pretty good stuff, right? Because mostly they're why again one big benefit of these freelancing platforms is that mostly ना यहाँ पर लोग foreign countries के आते हैं, US, UK, Canada, Australia, and you guys know, right? इनके लिए $100 कोई इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है, $200 कोई इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है, but when we convert it to Indian, right? वो इंडियन में थोड़ा सा एक सब्सटैंशियल क्वांटिटी बन जाती है. So that's why you can charge more for your services यहाँ पर. You can with respect to what you'll charge an Indian client, you can charge more to this US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand type clients, right? अच्छा, हम कहाँ पर थे? Will the final project be uploaded on Fiverr or can be sent through mail to get paid? The final project can be done in either way, right? If you're a designer, say you're a logo designer, I'll give you an example. If you send it through mail, ठीक है, तो there's a chance कि वो मेल पे उस डिजाइन को सेव कर ले और तुम्हें फाइवर पे ऑर्डर कैंसिल करने के लिए बोल दे. The best case scenario is you send it through Fiverr, so you have proof that you have completed the work. Right? What are gigs? Gigs are listings of your service, right? So if you're a logo designer, you set up a gig that I will create a logo for you. I'm an marketing pro league. I suggest
I can hear something.
Hello, it's not audible.
Good night, guys.
Hello, am I audible now? Phone se aa gaya.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Perfect. Sorry. Okay, where were we? We were at. I'm in the upcoming marketing pro league. So how soon will I be Fiverr ready? So what I was saying was create your profiles and your gigs. Even before you have the skills. If you have the skills, that's a different issue. But if you're probably starting or you're planning to learn video editing, set up your gigs before that, right? Because it takes time for them to rank on certain places where you want to be. So when at the time when you're ready with the skill, you're probably getting clients right then. Okay. So again, master shocks. Start creating your Fiverr profile from today or tomorrow. Perfect. Can you ask for advance payment before working? No, you cannot. You get full advance payment, and that comes that goes to Fiverr, right? So probably you have services worth $50, so they'll pay the whole $50 to Fiverr, and they will hold the full payment before giving it to you. Can you okay? Will any of the clients get back to you if there's some discrepancy in the work you delivered? Yes, they will get back to you if they find discrepancy, because they're humans. They will want the best work, and they will want revisions if there's something they don't want. If we read out clients like this on Fiverr, can we dodge Fiverr's 20% fees by charging only a part of payment on Fiverr and the rest? Beautiful idea, Taran. Beautiful idea. But this idea has a little flaw, I'll tell you. What Taran is saying is an amazing thing. They say, for example, let's take example of Prakhar, right? He says he has outside clients outside of Fiverr. They give them $100 a month to manage his Instagram, right? So now Prakhar wants his Fiverr to grow, and he wants reviews over there. So what Taran is saying कि ऐसा ना कर ले कि हम सिर्फ $5 का ऑर्डर वहां पर ले ले Fiverr पे और बाकी $95 हम बाहर ले ले ताकि हम 20% फीस को अवॉइड करें, which is a great idea, because when you're giving that order, you will certainly get that review, right? Because you have placed an order. But the flaw over there is you can't, you won't be able to rank well. Rank as in you won't, up your level status, because to reach a certain level, which is level 1 or level 2 seller, you need to cross certain thresholds. So one of the threshold is earning, for level 1, it is earning $400, right? So if you keep on, collecting those $555, you will, you won't reach that quota of $400, but you will reach that number of ratings. And for level 2, it's $2,000, and so on and so forth, right? But I think this is a good way, because when you get those reviews, you will find other clients which are on Fiverr which will pay you the whole amount, right? So I think if you have clients outside Fiverr, a very good way is what Taran is saying, that you take probably 5% or 10% of your fees on Fiverr, and then rest you take outside. Okay. Okay, recording, perfect. You sent the recording, amazing. Can you please elaborate on other freelancing platforms such as Upwork, Freelancer? Definitely, Harsh. I am probably want to cover up everything related to freelancing, so that because that diversification mentality is crucial, man. मतलब अगर तुम सिर्फ Fiverr पे rely करोगे ना, तुम्हारा Fiverr तुम्हें $3,000-4,000 तुम महीने कमा रहे हो Fiverr से, और तुम एकदम ऐश की जिंदगी जी रहे हो, और एक दिन वो सब खत्म हो गया, मतलब Fiverr तुम्हारा बंद हो गया, तुम कहाँ जाओगे? मतलब you can't rely on one platform. You have to diversify your income streams. How much does Fiverr charge from the clients to get started? Can we set a gig as a client and give reviews to our profiles? Perfect. Very good question, right? पहली चीज तो Fiverr, how much does it charge from clients? So what I remember is they charge a 5% service charge, except for your gig fees. So if, say, your gig fees is $100, they will charge $105. That is $5 will be a service charge. Okay. And to get started, can we set a gig as a client and give reviews to our profile? Very good question, and very smart way to go about it, because this is probably called fake reviews, and I did it, and I do it with my friends and things like that. It is very nice, right? You can एक दूसरे में you can exchange reviews, and then that way you can compete with other people with those fake reviews. So to get started, you can always do some fake reviews to get your rankings up, right? इसके बारे में बात करूंगा एक बार. Okay. For me, the point is to get higher ranking and not the money. Create a lead magnet generator. Perfect. That's the mentality that should be there. That lead magnet generation, it should be a lead magnet generator. Fiverr, right? Don't care less. Perfect. Why is the Fiverr choice tag rare? How can I get there? I have no idea, man. Probably this is because Fiverr has certain buyers which are probably Fiverr business clients or Fiverr very important doers. They what they say VIDs, and what I think, if you serve them well, if you get an order from them, and if you serve them well, you're more likely to get the Fiverr's choice tag. $2,000. No. This is wrong. $400 for level 1 and $2,000 for level 2. 50 orders. You need to complete 10 orders. $400. You need to complete 10 orders and earn $400 to reach level 1. You need to earn $2,000 and complete 50 orders to reach level 2. When will the next session be? How many sessions have you planned on Fiverr? So the session was all about profile optimization, getting your mindset right? कि Fiverr हमें कैसे सबसे ज़्यादा चीजें extract करनी और at the end of the day, okay, freedom के उसमें लेके आना है, and again keyword research too of how to go about setting up your profile on Fiverr. The next would be on gig के कैसे, how to create your gig. उसके बाद probably one session on how to handle clients and how to handle objections and how to deliver work. And the final would be a miscellaneous one, which is probably a Q&A, which will be 3 हफ्तों में you'll in the next week you'll set up your gig, and after 3 weeks in the 4th session we'll have a miscellaneous bonus round or bonus session plus some Q&A, क्योंकि इस महीने में तुम्हें काफी doubts आ चुके होंगे. हाँ, correct Shivai. Correct. Top rate for $20,000. Perfect. The Avalon community can do it for each other to grow the fake reviews. Perfect. Yes, definitely. Yeah, we have to do it. You would need a separate Fiverr channel. Yes. In Upwork, you have to buy tickets for proposals you send to clients, or is there anything similar to Fiverr, or is it free? Right. So in Upwork, that's called connects, and you have to pay for them. But I'll tell you why it is good to pay for them. In the Upwork series, अभी हम Fiverr cover कर लेते हैं, then. But if you have a specific doubt, you can always DM me or something. Right. First, when will we plan the next session? Next week. Probably every Tuesday we'll do it. Right? No, they don't have 10 connects per month. What I think they have for 10 connects for every accepted interview. Perfect. I think, guys, we have answered a lot of questions. Are people still there? Okay, we have some people. Okay, perfect. So if you guys can give any feedback of how this session was, because this is my first session probably explaining something, can you please let me know any feedback कि क्या गलत था, क्या सही था, what could I have done better, or things like that? Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Means a lot, dude. Probably you learn something new, man, because Fiverr is a true gold mine, man. It's you can automate the shit. I'll tell you, this guy, you can DM him personally, Shivai Madan, you can see over here. He's my friend, and he's super awesome with Fiverr, and he has all his tasks and lead generation automated, and he's the all सब set करके बैठा है, ऐसे बोल सकते हैं. So you can probably DM him also. He's very good with this stuff, right? Amazing, dude. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Again, मेरा सस्ता प्रमोशन आने वाला है अभी. So if you guys want to learn more about freelancing and marketing or stuff like that, or if you want to have a chat, I'd love to have it. Please, if you want to follow me on Instagram, this is instagram.com/divij.rakra. My username is divij.rakra. If any of my friends over here can hyperlink it, it would be great. It's instagram.com/divij.rakra. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Dietrich. I will take more time to answer questions next time. Thank you so much. He's gonna be the guest lecturer on from the fourth session. It's the fourth session will be a miscellaneous one. It will be more of how to get actual freedom, because Shivai is someone who earns a lot. Sorry, Shivai, but you earn a lot, and he works probably 30 minutes a day. Because he has the 3 concepts of eliminate, automate, and delegate. So he has outsourced most of the work, and he takes a cut from that. So yeah, we'll have a session. He will have a guest session, half session with him. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. अगले हफ्ते मिलते हैं एक बार. Probably Tuesday or Monday. तब तक now the actionable advice is जिस भी record करिए उसकी recording देखना एक बार. Again, go over the session, because keyword research part can be tricky. If you have you find your own niche, right? अपनी niche find करो कि you probably do web design, find Webflow के keywords, find Elementor के keywords, find different keywords, and find a list of keywords जो तुम्हें लगते हैं कि you can potentially rank for, and then optimize your profile according to those keywords. Do not, again I repeat, do not set up your gig until the next week, please, I request. उसके बाद में we'll talk about. तो एक हफ्ते का task probably यही है कि set up your profile, do some keyword research, find your target keywords, and get your base right. ठीक है, I think this was it, and thank you so much for whoever is still there. We'll conduct another session next week. See you then. Bye guys. Bye.